and it's my first qualifying race for the 9+1 to get guaranteed entry into the marathon for next year. It's been such a long road trying to qualify for the New York Marathon next year. Tons of highs and lows along the way. A whole roller coaster of a journey that you've been following me on this year. I just can't believe that it all comes down to this video for the last race of the year.
I feel like qualifying for the marathon is a big deal. It's a big deal. That's a lot of money invested. That's a lot of time. It takes almost a whole year sometimes, like it did for me. If you're totally lost, the 9+1 is the program for trying to make it easier for New Yorkers to qualify to run the New York Marathon. Because it's a world major, it's incredibly competitive to get in through the lottery. I think less than 10% of people who apply for the lottery to get into the marathon actually get accepted. The percentage gets smaller and smaller every year. There are options like running for a charity and raising money for them, and that gets you a bib to run the race. And there's also the option of a 9+1. So it's really only an advantage of people who live here, because you have to sign up, you get to sign up for 9 races that are 9+1 qualifiers. So once you do those 9 races, within a calendar year, then you qualify to run the New York Marathon for the following year. So this year in 2024, I've completed 8 qualifying races for the 9+1. And then the +1 is one volunteer opportunity. I volunteered for the expo at the New York Marathon, which was very fun. So this weekend is my last, sorry, I had to burp. This weekend is my last race. Thank God, that's all I have to say. I think I started my 9+1 process in May. So it's been a while, but yay! So on Sunday, I'm gonna be putting on my last bib at a 4-miler. I think it's called God's Love We Deliver 4-miler or something. It's a charity, but it's gonna be in Central Park, which is my favorite place to do these qualifying runs. Oh, hey Gordo. Yes, those are my keys. He's telling me I need to leave the house because that's what we're about to do. Hello. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Chelsea. I live alone in New York City. I have no other humans who live here, but I have 2 cats. Today's Friday, and I'm gonna go into town, pick up my race bib at the New York Roadrunners Center. I think I'm gonna pick up some Whole Foods groceries just because it's right there. Trader Joe's really needs to work on putting its locations in a more central place, because I would just go there all the time, but here I am putting Whole Foods in every freaking video when I keep telling y'all I don't really shop there that often, but I promise I'm not intentionally lying. Also, I probably should go on a run as well tonight to make sure I can still do it. I haven't ran in a couple weeks.
Let's stop and stare for a minute, 'cause there is divinity there where the sinners breathe. They work their jaws, raise the hands of beyond for the physical, limited destiny. I'm at vantage point. Message from the highest, now it's coming up my mind. Let it rain down on my body, watch it blossom in a month. We did the labor before nobody, now it's time to build the fruits of the art of our souls. Let the truth once again.
It's 3:30 and the sun is going down. I just got home, so I feel like I'm gonna go for a run today. I just have to bite the bullet and get out there. But it's surprisingly cold. I came up with about 5 excuses already to not go on a run today. No, I have to get back in the habit of being a disciplined person. But it was nice to go get my bib. My last time doing that for the year, at least. Quick little Whole Foods haul. Never tried the mush overnight oats. I think maybe I have. Maybe I have. Can't remember. If it's not memorable, I'm just gonna try it again. Peanut butter and then this for Sunday mornings run, but I'm gonna throw back a banana right now. So I actually make sure I get out and run. I think I'm gonna just do like 2 miles. Oh no, what are you doing? It's so cute. Oh! So I ended up taking excuse number 5,725 last night.
I have to get back in the habit of being a disciplined person.
It was just so cold and so rainy. I was like, if I don't have to run tonight, I'm not going to. I want to be cozy inside with my cats. I actually feel good about that decision. I think a 2-mile run to start this day. Today's Saturday. It's gonna be perfect. I always love wearing my little hat that makes me look bald. Nothing wrong with being bald. Morning down. Also the other day, okay, so I applied for the United New York City Half Marathon. That is every March, and it's like one of the 2 days that they shut down Times Square for us to run through it, which is cool. I've done it 3 times now, and unfortunately I didn't get in the lottery. It's sad. I feel like I got spoiled a little bit because I got in the lottery 3 years in a row. But I didn't run it last year because I was like, oh, I'll run it the next year. I didn't get it. But to be fair, I only know one person who got in, and I know a lot of people who applied. They're cracking down this year. I don't know. I'm really glad the person that I knew that got in, he has never run it before. So if they're prioritizing newer runners, I'm happy to see that because everyone should experience the beauty that is that course. It's the best course. I am gonna apply for the Brooklyn Half, and I think that might be a better segue into the full marathon next year, is doing the Brooklyn Half.
I've had a couple people ask me for beginner running tips. I mean, I'm not the most consistent runner, so please take my advice with a grain of salt. I find it helpful when I'm just starting out to take it especially easy, like only running for 1 minute one day and then like 2 minutes the next day and then keep going from there. The point of that is it's helpful to leave each run feeling encouraged, like you could keep going, so that you start making positive associations with running. It's cold. And then you feel more encouraged and energized to get back out there the next day, because consistency is like the biggest thing in the beginning. Training your brain to trust that you can do it, because you can.
1 mile. It's hard. We're all good though. I'm warm now. Tomorrow's gonna be pretty hard, but it does feel good to be outside. So I'd say that's a win.
I think I averaged 11-minute miles, which was perfectly fine. I can't believe I did that. I'm really proud of myself for doing that. I love it, especially first thing in the morning before I've eaten or had coffee. That was great. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for the race, and then here we come, Marathon 2025. I need a shower. I smell. Today's the day. The last time I ran this one, it was 29 degrees outside Fahrenheit. I'm actually quite grateful that it's about 41, 42. I thought about it, and I remember last time also I cried during the race because I was just so proud of myself for completing the 9+1. I don't think I'm gonna cry this time. I think I'm just gonna be happy I'm done with it. Sitting on my race number. Just gonna slip this out from under ya. Ooh, that lighting is horrific. bad on the body, good on the soul and spirit. Let's go.
The sun is still coming up. Such a crisp fall day. I haven't been to Central Park since the leaves started to change. Wow, it's beautiful. Pretty cold. But the Uber driver gave me a motivational speech, so I feel ready to go. Let's crush this, guys.
Took a deal, signed another deal, post up in the hills on the real, headed for a mill, travel with me still, getting kills, all this pop appeal, got these pop stars try popping in, and they getting pop for real, I ain't tryna build, I was tryna lead a meal, getting to it, before I hopped up off the block, I was still going through it, friends doing pills, and came faster than it should've, I was Buddy Hill, shooting at a pace soon as I pull up, dropping buckets, hey, yeah, like it's nothing. In the kitchen chopping onions, yeah. Tears falling down, underdog is finally overcoming, cause I'm dropping buckets, hey, yeah. Like it's nothing, hey. Earn my respect and burn a budget, hey. Tears falling down, underdog is finally overcoming, baby, yeah, I'm dropping buckets. Drop some cash for me, don't worry about my past for me. I'm driving with no gasoline, this life I live's a fantasy. Yeah, I do this for my dogs, all my day ones and my family. My life gon' live through them if I end up in any tragedies. I hope y'all understand this shit got bigger cause it had to be. I always knew I had it, but just not at this capacity. I recognize the gravity, closer to the summit, stacking chips and counting nuggets. I've been stunting, baby, cause I'm dropping buckets.
Here we go. Yay!
Of all time. I just saw someone get very disappointed that they didn't win, but then it turned out they got very disappointed that they did win. Our final raffle prize. We're gonna let us finishers from the today's 4-miler get through their finish line and get over here and get a raffle ticket.
I'm so proud of myself for showing up to finish this 9+1. Oh my goodness. What a long road. 7 months. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna hop on a train, go back home and take a hot shower. Got my hot coffee. What a great day.
I don't even think it's really sunk in yet. I will say, like, that race kind of kicked my butt. The first mile was the roughest, for sure. I couldn't breathe very well. I just felt incredibly out of shape. I felt I was going pretty slow, but I didn't even care. I was just like, I'm just trying to get to the end of this. The second mile was better. Things picked back up. Well, for some reason also, I missed the mile 3 marker. So I was like miserably thinking I was in mile 2 for like until I saw the finish line. That never has happened to me before. I've always seen the mile markers. I didn't have my Strava on, so I was a little confused. So maybe I would have tried to go a little faster if I actually knew I was in the last mile. Anyways, that was very bizarre. I just saw the stats. I think I finished in 42 minutes and 55 seconds for 4 miles. I knocked books off my shelf. 10-minute, 44-second average pace per mile. It is what it is. I am very proud of myself. There was a point there where I didn't think I was going to make it because I had a procedure in July. They took a while to get that scheduled, and when they scheduled it, it happened to be the day of one of my qualifying races, and I was like, crap, there's no way I can actually, I mean, obviously I can't run this the day I'm having like a low-key surgery. So turns out that race ended up being canceled because the day was too hot. So I still got the 9+1 credit for that. And that saved my booty. I had the option to do a 10 miler in September in the Bronx, but that was a day after my birthday and I was enjoying myself. So there was no way I was gonna try and commit. I almost did commit to a 10 miler, but I'm really glad I did it. What a long 9+1 journey. Finally made it. We qualified! Yay! Good for us. If you also qualified for the marathon next year, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up before you go. Consider subscribing. And if you're watching this in real time, I'll see you tomorrow for our next video. And if you're not watching this in real time, I don't know what to tell you. Thanks for being here. We did it! Yeah!
Earn my respect and burn a budget. Tears falling down, underdog is finally overcoming, baby, cause I'm dropping buckets.